Good morning, guys. Well, today we find ourselves back at the Honister Slate mine here at the Honister Pass in the Lake District, England. Now, we've been here before. The last time we were here, we were looking specifically for two Bothys, the Doves Bothy and the Warnscale Bothy. We found the Doves Bothy, and that was covered with scaffolding. Not photogenic at all that particular day, not looking its best. We continued looking for the Warnscale Bothy, but to no avail. We didn't find it. It was disappointing because we worked hard to find that. It was a lot of hiking, a lot of climbing, but we didn't find it. Today, we're back. We're back again at the Honister Slate mine, and we're going to start that hike heading up into the fells behind me here. And I'm guessing somewhere between 1 hour and 1.5 hours from here of hiking, I should be in the area of the Warnscale Bothy. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to find it again today. So hey, it's Gary here with Gary Clayton Photography. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's another windy, cold day here in the Lake District. I do have the drone with me, but again, I don't think, the way things are right now, that we're going to get the drone up today. But I am going to take it with me because you just don't know what's going to happen next. So hey, we're going to grab our gear, we're going to start the hike, we're going to head up there, and we'll talk to you soon. So the hike continues pretty much straight up. Very windy, still very cold. Behind me, maybe you can see the Honister Slate mine itself. That's essentially where all the slate is worked and cut and polished and shaped. It's very much a working mine. Apparently it was closed for a long time. Reopened, I believe, in 1997. For those of you who are interested, they have some really amazing tours. I highly recommend them. They've got a good, well-stocked coffee shop, a good, well-stocked gift shop, as well as being a starting point for some of the greatest hikes in the Lake District itself. So yeah, the hike continues pretty much straight up, and today I am determined to locate the Warnscale Bothy. I gotta get the names right. There's a lot of Warns and Warns in the Lake District. But anyhow, I'm determined to find it, whatever it's called. Off we continue. Right now, we've reached the top of a particular fell. I'm just not sure what the name of this fell is, but that's okay. But just take a look at this view. Absolutely stunning. Such an amazing view here. Crazy windy, almost gale force winds, but the view is spectacular. 360 degrees. Absolutely stunning. My goodness. Is there anywhere else I'd rather be at this moment in time? Well, maybe somewhere warmer, but no, not really. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's continue down this trail. Okay, so yeah, we cannot let that vista just go away. So right now, we did set up the tripod. Again, I've got my Canon 6D with me today. It's a little lighter than my Mark II. I'm using my 28 to 135mm lens. You may recall that I mentioned that I was going away from square ND filters in favor of circular variable ND filters. I'm going to rethink that. I love the circular ND filter. As as the square filters go. Right now, a soft edge graduated ND filter would really help me out with this shot. This is what we're looking at, the mountains with the blue sky in the background. We've got some nice little white puffy clouds above. Snow on the mountain looks absolutely beautiful. So hey, what I have done though is I have put on a polarizer. That reduces my light by about 2 stops. It deepens the blue. It might help bring out some saturation in the foreground being the kind of golden color of the dried up heather from last summer as we're in the winter time. So hey, you know what? We've got an ISO of 100. We have a focal length of 70 mil. We have a shutter speed of 1/80th of a second. 2-second timer. There's the shot. Hey, hopefully there we go, there's the shot. Sorry, hopefully it's turned out reasonable, and you know what, if it did, I'm gonna pop it up right now. We're all gonna look at that together. What a beautiful place to be. Hey, let's pack up some gear, let's get going. Let's keep in mind what we're here for this time. This time we want to find that second Bothy. Let's back up, let's carry on down the trail. So when I was along the trail looking for this particular Bothy last week, I'd made a wrong turn. Well, in fact, I didn't make the turn, I kept going straight, which took me over haystacks. And I realized at that point I'd just gone way too far. So when I looked at the charts, back in the distance over there is the Dobbs Bothy. You come down this valley across a little river, and then I went straight when I should have made a right turn, which I did today. Over here is a valley, and once we get level with that valley, if we look to our right, we should see Buttermere and Crummock Water through there. And when we do that, we're pretty damn close to that Bothy, because the images I've seen before have Buttermere and Crummock Water in the background. So that's a really good kind of landmark to try to find and try to aim for. Am I on the right path, the right track? I don't know. I really don't. Although it feels right. The last time it didn't feel right because I wasn't seeing what I felt I should be seeing as far as, you know, the landscape and the markers around me. This time it's looking better. So hey, let's see what happens. Let's continue down here. The sun's shining. It's probably one of the nicest days, in fact, if not the nicest day I've had in about a week here. It's still cold, it's still very windy, but at least the sun's shining and there's a little bit of temperature in that sun, which is kind of nice. So yeah, let's head further down the trail and let's see if we can find this elusive Warnscale Bothy. Here's the view I'd been expecting to find in the area of the Warnscale Bothy. So there's the view right there. You can see the stream running into Buttermere, the village of Buttermere, Crummock Water, the fells beyond. That is the scene that I'd been looking for. That's the scene that I wanted to photograph from the Bothy. Along the trail here, very difficult, very confusing, but if you look behind me here, you can see obviously a structure. Now, this is not the Bothy that I'm looking for, but I believe this is close to the Bothy. There's another one of these structures over on this side, if you can see that one in the GoPro. But then scanning the area and looking around, down below me, down there, I see the Bothy. I can see part of the roof. I can see like an area, a sheltering area. I can see a chimney on top of the roof. We're above the Bothy, a couple of 100 feet or more above the Bothy, but we know where it is. So that in itself is a great achievement. If you watched the last video where I didn't find it, I felt really down in the dumps. I'm gonna post a link to that video up there right now for you to see if you want to watch that particular video. But we have found the Bothy. We just got to figure out a way to get down to it, and we're going to photograph it. We're going to photograph the scene that we came to get, and then we're going to head back down to I guess civilized land, populated land, and we're going to have a coffee. Hey, it's down there. So here we are. We've made it. The elusive Warnscale Bothy, and yeah, very, very, very hard to find. It blends in with the slate and shale backdrop behind it so well that hikers have told me and guides have told me you can walk right past this place and you don't even see it. And I can really, really, really see why. But hey, it's amazing. So we're gonna head inside. Now look, I just noticed something. Right here, there's a reflector. I'm guessing that hikers, especially on the nighttime, trying to locate this location, they've put a reflector there. And I noticed there's actually one more over here. There's a reflector here too. And that, I'm sure, would be at dusk or after dusk, because hikers do spend the night in here. I think that would help them locate this particular Bothy. I think that's the idea. So hey, okay, make sure you duck. Let's go inside. Let's take a look. Now, I know there's not much light in there, and I'm not sure what we'll be able to see, but let's go in anyhow. Oh, let's take a little look in here. Wow, absolutely amazing. So much history inside this little stone slate building. This building back in the day, miners would stay in here on a night. Yeah, absolutely amazing. On the wall here, or on the roof, there is a write-up. I don't know if we can see that. Some history. It says, "Welcome to Warnscale Head." So I guess it's Warnscale Head. And there's some history there. Now, in all truthfulness, without my glasses, I can't read that, but I am going to try to take an image of that with my camera. I did bring the 6D inside with me, and I do have my 17 to 40mm f4 lens. So I am going to take a shot of that so we can get that information. There's some basic supplies. There's a couple of pots and pans. A little bit of lighting as far as candles are concerned. There's a wood stove. I notice up in the rafters, it looks like there's maybe a little gas camp stove. There's a few basic provisions. There's candlesticks, there's cigarette lighter, some toilet paper. Oh, Captain Morgan Original Spice Gold Rum. I guess after a hard day of hiking, a little shot of rum would be really kind of nice. Over here, there's some basic supplies again. Maybe a little bit of salt and seasonings and so on. I think the idea is a guy would bring his provisions, and he could use some of these things to maybe cook or put heat to heat up those provisions. Absolutely amazing. I noticed down below this wooden seating area. This is also the bed area, and you probably can't see it on the GoPro. But down below there, it looks like there's a couple of kind of foam mattresses, maybe with a sleeping bag and so on. I'm not sure if that's for anyone to use that's here, or if particular hikers have put that there, aiming to make this their night stop. But hey, as you can see, absolutely amazing. Very, very well worth coming to, very well worth finding, even though it's been extremely difficult to find. There's a little bit of information on the back of the door, and it just talks about removing your rubbish and taking care with the fire. Some basic, obviously basic kind of safety information. But yeah, so Warnscale head. Wow, this Bothy is amazing. I am so glad that I actually found it. So hey, we're going to try to take a couple of shots of the interior. We're going to take a couple of shots of the exterior. That's all going to be handheld. Then we're going to set up and we're going to try to get that shot of the stream running into Buttermere and also Crummock Water in the background. So that's what we're going to try to do. So hey, let's have at it. Okay guys, with the Bothy behind me and the image we came for in front of me, Buttermere, Crummock Water, absolutely stunning. I personally believe, and it's just my feelings, that from this location you actually get the best views and the best photographic opportunities of Buttermere and Crummock Water from right where we are today. Hey, we're on the tripod. We're using the 6D. Again, the 28 to 135mm lens. I have f11, ISO 100. It's giving me 1/80th of a second. 2-second timer. And let's take, there it is. That's the shot. That's what we came for. You know what? Yeah, as always, I'm going to stick it up there right now. I'm going to let you all look at it. Hey, it's been an absolutely amazing day today. This is my last day of this particular photography expedition. Whoa! Whew. Could have been my last day of having this particular camera. That was lucky. Woo. Anyhow, what I was saying before I was terrifyingly interrupted then was, this is my last day of photographing in the Lake District. It's been amazing. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, I'll be heading south from Keswick, probably around 4 o'clock in the morning, heading to Manchester Airport. From there, I will take my flight home, back to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and then the drive up to Wasaga Beach, where I live. Again, England, it's an amazing country. I love every minute of being here. Hey, thank you for watching my channel. If you like what we're doing, please share, give me a like, leave a comment, do subscribe. It's Gary here with Gary Clayton Photography. You guys have a great day. Let's look at some images.